Welcome back to Aquasea Healing Frequency Podcast. I'm Meiji and I'm honored to continue this journey with you. This time, flowing with the sacred cycles of nature. Living in Rhythm is a 4-part exploration of how to live, heal, and expand in harmony with the Earth's seasons. Just as the tides rise and fall, we too move through rest, growth, release, and renewal. This season, we tune into the wisdom of the wheel. Spring's awakening, summer's radiance, autumn's letting go, and winter's quiet return. Through energy, intuition, and rituals, we'll explore how to plant seeds of intention, shine in our fullness, release with grace, restore in stillness. This isn't about forcing change, it's about listening to the rhythms that already live within you. You are nature, you are sacred rhythm. Each episode is an invitation to slow down, reconnect, and realign with your own intuitive cycles, guided by Earth's wisdom. So take a breath, feel your feet on the earth, sense the seasons you're in, and let's walk this spiral path together. Welcome, beloved ones, to episode 5. If you have been journeying with us through the autumn arc, we have already traveled far together. In episode 1, we opened the wheel, remembering that we are not separate from the cycles of Earth, but are these cycles. In episode 2, we honor the beauty of decay, seeing ending not as failures but as transformations. In episode 3, we enter the balance point of equinox, the sacred stillness between light and shadow. In episode 5, we stepped into the shadow harvest, naming what has been outgrown, what is ready to return to soil. And now in episode 5, we arrive at the emotional undercurrent of the season, grief and letting go. Pause here for a moment, beloved ones. How has this journey been moving through you? What have you noticed shifting? In your energy, in your relationships, in your body's own rhythm. Perhaps you have already begun to release. Perhaps you are still tenderly holding what is on the edge of falling away. Wherever you are, know this. You are right on time. You are exactly where you need to be. Today we turn toward grief, not as a weight, but as a teacher. Because grief is not the opposite of love. Grief is love, moving in a new form. Reflection. Sitting with grief. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are standing beside a river in autumn. The current is steady, carrying fallen leaves downstream. Some leaves float gently, others sink, dissolving into the water. As you stand here, notice which of your own ending, recent or long ago, still ripple within you. Where does grief live in your body? Your chest? Your throat? The space behind your eyes? Instead of pushing it away, let yourself simply notice. Grief is not here to drown you. It is here to move through you, to carry you into deeper waters of compassion. When I first spoke about grief back in season 1, episode 2, I shared a personal story of loss that cracked my heart open. That experience taught me that grief comes not only when something ends, but also when love has been real, when presence has mattered. And now, as I sit through grief again in the season, I notice how it keeps changing. At first, grief felt like heaviness in my chest. Over time, it softened into waves, sometimes tender, sometimes fierce, sometimes unexpectedly gentle. What I've learned is this: grief doesn't disappear, but it changes shape when we do. So much of grief is bound up in the I. I wish I had more time. I want to feel that love again. I don't want this to be over. But when grief is released, what remains is love itself. Love is not bound to form or time. Love that cannot be taken from us. In that moment, grief no longer sits heavy. It becomes a river, reminding us that while form may pass, love flows on. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, whisper softly to yourself, it is safe to feel. Love remains. Teaching the energetics of grief. At first, grief can feel like weight, a heaviness pressing into the heart, a contraction that makes the body want to curl inward. For some, it arrives as silence. For others, as tears. Sometimes it is anger, sometimes numbness. Grief does not look the same in every body, because each of us carries love and loss in our own unique way. When we soften into it, grief begins to reveal another shape. It moves like a wave, rising, cresting, falling, receding. One moment it feels unbearable, the next it ebbs into quiet tenderness. The movement itself is the medicine. Every tear becomes a river of release, carrying us from clinging into surrender. And yet the timing of this wave is not the same for all. Some lessons come quickly, others unfold over years. There is no right pace, only your pace. And when we stay with grief long enough, something even subtler emerges. Its vibration begins to refine us, to polish the rough edges of the soul like water smoothing stone. Grief teaches us to listen more deeply, to love more fiercely, to judge less quickly. It is no longer just about loss. It becomes a tuning, a remembrance that nothing is truly gone. Love does not vanish, it transforms. Grief, when honored, is not punishment. It is initiations. It is the soul's way of widening the heart so that it can hold the full spectrum of life. Joy and sorrow, beauty and pain, ending and beginnings. And here is the quiet truth. Grief is love in disguise. When we are in grief, we are often in the I, the part of us that long to keep holding, to keep things as they were, to live inside a story that cannot return. There's nothing wrong with this. It is human. But when we are ready to lay grief down, love remains. Love is what endures when the form has changed. Through love's lens, the loss softens into gratitude, into presence, into connection that is no longer bound by time or outcome. Grief narrows into I, love opens up into we. This is the gift waiting on the other side of release. To discover that you were never separate from love at all. You are simply walking through its shadow hallway towards a door that opens into light. Grief is not only a thought or a story, it is energy in the body, and like all energy, it wants to move. So now, let's turn from understanding into feeling, a gentle practice to breathe, to sound, and to let grief find its own way back into flow. Practice breath and sound for grief release. Let's move into a gentle practice to support the release of grief. Step 1, heart breathing. Place one hand over your heart. Inhale gently through the nose. Imagine your breath entering directly into the space beneath your head. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Let's do this 5 more times. Breathe in, soften your chest with each inhale and exhale. Bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. Step 2, vocal release, humming or toning. Now inhale deeply through the nose, and as you exhale, let out a soft hum or or tone, a gentle vowel sound like ah. Allow the vibration to resonate in your chest. Let's do this 3 times. Inhale. When you're done, bring your breath back to its natural rhythm, allowing the vibrations to resonate in your chest. Let the sound carry grief out of contraction and back into flow. Step 3, optional tears or journaling. If tears arise, let them come. They are part of the release. If words wish to flow, write down what grief is saying. You may be surprised by its wisdom. Attunement. From Journey Through the Heart. Grief is not the enemy. It is the hand that holds you as you cross across the threshold between what has been and what is yet to come. Let it walk with you. Let it teach you that endings are not emptiness, but gateways. Take a slow inhale and exhale fully. Feel the truth settle. And notice you are not walking this path alone. Every being who has ever loved, every being who has ever lost, has known its current of grief. You are part of a greater river, flowing with countless others who are also remembering how love reshapes itself through release. Breathe here for a moment. Feel your heart soften, not in forgetting, but in widening. Grief has touched you because love has touched you. And in widening, you become more able to hold both. Beloved ones, grief is not a burden to be carried in silence. It is a river meant to flow. Each time you let yourself feel it, you are not collapsing. You are honoring love, honoring life, honoring the great turning of the wheel. Let's close this practice with 3 rolling ohms. 1 for your own grief, 1 for the grief of your loved ones, and 1 for the grief of the earth and the collective. Place your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your left hand. Take a deep breath in. comes together to your third eye. I thank you for co-creating this loving space with me. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. May you always stay open, one breath at a time. Namaste. Rest in the vibration. Let it remind you grief is love transforming. It is not the end of love, but it is a reshaping into new forms of connection, compassion, and clarity. As the wheel continues, so do we. In our next episode, we will step into the element of autumn's itself, air, the breath of clarity. After the release of tears comes the spaciousness of breath. After the river of grief, the fresh air that clears the sky. Together we will breathe into balance and find renewal in the still point of equinox. The wheel is turning. You are turning with it. You are not part of this river. You are the river. Until next time, bye. Thank you for journeying with me through another episode of Aquasea Healing Frequency Podcast. May today's reflections help you feel more connected to the earth beneath you, the seasons you are in, and the sacred rhythm that lives within your soul. As we learn to live in tune with nature's cycles, we remember that healing isn't linear. It's a spiral, a dance, a deepening. If this episode resonated with your heart, please subscribe, share it with a loved one who might need it, and leave a comment. I truly love hearing how these frequencies land for you. You can connect with me on Instagram and YouTube at Aquasea Healing Frequency, or explore more healing tools and resources through my course on Thinkific. Let the earth be your guide, and may your journey unfold in perfect rhythm. Until next time, may you move with grace, grow with intention, and always come home to your center. With love, Meiji.